Okay, let's see. Obviously, we were off yesterday and over the weekend. It was terrible. We lost our friend Regis Philbin.
Yep.
So sad. He was 88 years old. And
No sad, bro. Don't worry.
You okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm up here in heaven now looking down on you guys, and I want to send my love.
But we got the news on Friday, and we were all texting each other over the weekend about Regis. And
I didn't get a text.
Oh, I'm sorry, Reed. You're not on the chain.
Son of a bitch.
But Kathy Lee Gifford appeared on the Today Show yesterday to recall her last visit with her former co-host. Just weeks before Regis died at 88, she had said they came over about 2 weeks ago. And I saw Regis get out of the car with Joy, and I sensed much more fragility than I had seen in him since the last time in January out in Los Angeles.
I've been waiting so long to just punch you in the face.
Wow.
For so many years, we worked side by side, and there was so many times I thought, I could clock her right now in front of Gelman. I could take them both out if I had a hand grenade. But then I wanted to make peace, Preston. That's what happens.
Okay.
When you get up to heaven, your whole view changes on things.
Right, yeah.
And now honestly, I love Kathy Lee.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't punch her in the face, because you would have regretted that, or even sitting in heaven, I would imagine.
You know what, Preston? I found out while I'm up here in heaven, and an interesting perspective you have on the universe as a whole, and the things that you think about. I found out who killed Tupac.
Oh, did you really?
And get ready for this. It's Jim Varney who played Ernest in all those movies.
Oh, no way!
I mean, head blown, mind blown.
Wow.
But you're privy to all these secrets when you go through the pearly gates.
I guess so. Okay.
Absolutely. And
so-
of course, Olivia de Havilland's up here, Preston. She passed away over the weekend.
Who is?
Olivia de Havilland.
From Robin Hood?
No, she was from Gone with the Wind.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
From Robin Hood. I love Nick. 'Cause he just, here's the guy who puts on We've Got Tonight during a frat party. So you got to put everything into perspective.
Thanks, Reg.
No, I think you're a strapping young fella. Now you remind me of a younger Grizzly Adams with
No, wait, Reg, listen.
face buff.
I know you're up in heaven and you're dead, Reg, but
Wait a minute. Face muff?
Yeah, look at him. He's got an incredibly manly beard.
Don't insult me, Regis.
No, I love you. I love you dearly.
Listen, man, Olivia de Havilland was in the 1938 version of The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Oh, I thought. You're right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. The journey up here is fast, and you get your head twisted around. The original Robin Hood. You're right. I thought you were talking Kevin Costner.
Can I go back to what Kathy Lee says about you, Reed?
No, please.
Okay,
Please.
so the group apparently spent all day sitting on Gifford's screen porch, where she said we laughed ourselves sick.
Yeah, I threw up twice. I laughed when I was on Earth. When I would laugh a lot, and I would end up vomiting.
She said we picked up right where we left off. But she sensed that his time was coming. She said we became dear friends through the years since then. Always getting together every chance that we could and just picking up right where we left off. We just had the best time.
We got so close, Preston, and towards the end, it was not uncommon for me to use my fist.
Oh my wow!
Listen, if you want to express pure physical love, that's the real way to do it.
And not to punch her in the face.
No.
Okay,
No,
all right.
with love.
I love.
Not in the face, below the belt. I picked up a few tricks when I was in the army.
Oh my God! Okay.
Things got crazy.
Okay. I don't like
By
the
the way,
funeral
Preston,
music.
No,
Not the
you don't
funeral
like it?
music.
All
No.
right.
It's sad. And
Yeah.
It's a time for joy.
Yeah,
I'm up
yeah.
here in heaven. And Joy's my wife, by the way.
That's true. Is she still alive?
She's still alive.
Oh, okay, all right. After they left, she said, I thought to myself, Lord, is that the last time that I'm going to see my friend? Because he was failing. I could tell.
Hey, you know who's up here, Preston?
No.
Robert Kardashian. Remember Robert Kardashian who was on the O.J. Simpson Dream Team?
Yeah.
Now, he's the father of Khloe Kardashian, and he allowed me one of the biggest thrills of my life. He allowed me to watch a Khloe Kardashian feeding one time, and it was an elaborate setup. They would take a buffalo, hoist it up on a gurney, and lower it into her paddock. And then the buffalo would disappear because they had vegetation in there, so she could have the thrill of the hunt. And then you'd see all the bushes start shaking, and before you knew it, blood would start spraying out. It was an amazing thing, and of course, she's a sweetheart. She's grown into a lovely young woman.
Wow. That was nice of him to share a personal family moment like that with you.
It was wonderful. Hey, you know who else is up here?
No.
Michael Jackson.
Wow. Yeah.
And Michael Jackson, of course, he did that wonderful song, Smooth Criminal. And you know that part, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? I finally asked Michael, is she okay?
All right.
Because you keep asking.
Yeah, they never do answer that
Turns
question.
out he's a kid toucher.
Okay, moving on. Because he was failing, she said, I could tell. It was also revealed Monday that Regis will be buried at his alma mater, Notre
Did you know
Dame.
Clark Gable had false teeth?
No.
He did.
Wow, you learn a lot of things when you're past the pearly gate.
Regis was so good and so, smooth.
Oh, my God.
He had a nighttime talk show that was just placed in a bad position. And he was Joey Bishop's sidekick on a talk show for a while. But you could tell the weird thing, he was so much better than Joey Bishop as the sidekick. They would have them talk a lot, and it became clear that he was much better.
Oh, no kidding.
And then the show eventually went away. But he was great, and that's why as I posted online, Conan, Letterman, all the guys, and even the people with that would consider newer comedians and sharp, and younger, hipper comedians, they loved him because he always went for the joke.
So I guess maybe it was Marissa who let us all know via text message that this had happened, and
Lovely little Marissa. She's such a little fire plug.
but I think she indicated and showed us.
She has Pringle parties, Casey.
I did.
Where they
I
use
knew.
empty Pringle cans and they drink wine out of it. It's so hip you want to die.
She had noticed that on I guess
That
Instagram,
was
social
me,
media.
Keith.
That was you had
The
noticed that.
picture that Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest put out was very cold and bizarre.
And
Why,
it was
why do you automatically give credit to Marissa when it's something Kathy did?
because Marissa usually is. No, I'm just kidding. So it was the same exact thing. It was the same exact caption.
Yeah, it was clearly written for them, which was
Well, they
fine.
used Photoshop?
I just
That's
thought
not fine.
I just thought it was bizarre that the picture they used was with Mickey Mouse. Like, what? Why? You've worked with them for years. You don't have anything else
Yeah,
other
it might
than
have been
that?
the only picture that all three of them
All
were
three?
together in.
Maybe.
I
There
don't
were
really know.
rumors, you remember, for a while.
I would've skipped that.
That Kathy Lee and Regis had a little bit of an altercation for a while, and that Kelly and Regis had a little bit of an altercation.
Well, supposedly when he was leaving, right?
Yes,
There was something
right.
there, which is immediately what I thought of, but still, I just thought it was their or whatever they posted was very cold.
It does look like a regular standard publicity shot as
Yeah.
opposed to a warm in the moment shot.
By the way, here's a Regis moment. We talked to Regis many times
He's
over the
great.
years, and this was him on the show talking about the Camp Out for Hunger.
There's a big food push going on down in Philadelphia.
Yes.
We talk to these guys every year, and all of a sudden I don't have my notes with me right now, but is it Preston? Sorry? Preston and Steve. Very good,
Thank
yes.
you. It's full participation.
Yes.
If there's anything else we can't figure out, feel free to yell it out.
I just talked to them on the
Yes.
phone. I guess you're going to be
I'm gonna
talking
talk
this
to them,
week.
yeah.
Every year they conduct this food drive. Last year, what is it, 27 tons? Can you imagine? 27 tons they collected. Or was it $27 million worth of food? No, it was 272 tons of food and $27 million worth of food.
$27 million worth of food.
Let me tell you something. These fellas, they're out in it's called the Metroplex, and they have raised 22 trillion tons of food. They have raised in weight more food than the entire weight of the planet Mercury. And it's an impressive endeavor. These fellas out there in an RV, and it's astonishing. They're there. They've been there since birth in this RV
Wow.
doing this show, and God bless them.
I love Regis. It was really sad news.